No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Purdue's offense will go to work first. The last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping...
He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He's got him. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on first down. He's looking deep. Makes a catch at the 20. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Purdue! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
So Illinois' offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Quick spin on the right. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Chesson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. gets some yardage, and gets down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let him out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to... One deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They're the new #1 team in the country. What do they need to do to stay in that spot?
Well, and it's cool to see this team earn that, right? Like they haven't been #1. They had to go get it on the field, and now it's got to stay on the field, Jesse. One game at a time. Don't get over our skis. Think about too many things in the future. Think about today.
Yeah, they've got to have a sense of urgency now, especially knowing with that #1 beside the name, they're going to get everybody's best shot. So they've got to step up. They've actually got to elevate their play now, I think, to keep this thing moving forward.
Here comes the option. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game? But the gamble paid off.
Wants to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down. He tries to take the top off. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They get him stopped at the 26th, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got a man. It's McPherson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Purdue.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they are going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the option. The pitch. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Quick release by the QB. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Power football with the run. Fighting off the defender.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and makes big plays.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly.
Breaks into the open.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. They're setting up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Purdue! And the punishment has been extended. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
At the 27. Number 13, on to kick it away.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Almost. Midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He's going for the big play. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when
he caught it. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be dragged down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the marker. Turning it on. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Pressure coming. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. With big cushion they're working with, Jesse. They're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Past the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, Purdue.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Now the pitch. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Illinois, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.